Hey, my name is Russell from Doghouse Products. Today we're going to be wood burning a nice, easy coaster that anybody can do. Stay tuned. Ta-da. Hey guys, right, I'm going to basically start on how I would set up for doing this project. I've already stuck on with a bit of tape the image which I'm going to be transferring over to our piece of wood, which will be for the coaster. Black graphite paper. Don't use carbon because it gets a bit sticky and it's hard to get off the wood afterwards. So basically what I'm going to do is put the carbon paper underneath the image. Then I use a red pen when I'm transferring the image on, so basically then you know exactly where you've been and have missed. So all I'm going to do now is start going around the outlines with the red pen. It's always worth checking to make sure you've got it on the right way round as well. Nothing worse than copying out your whole design and realising you've had it on the wrong way around. Then I'm going to start all over again. And yeah, it will happen. Lost count how many times in the past I've been doing a pattern, gone all the way through, lifted it up to check, I got nothing. Which means you've got to start all over again, which is okay, I suppose, if you've got the time. As you can see with a red pen, it's very easy to see where you've been, so it's nothing should be missed. But if it does, it doesn't matter. You have to put it back in by hand. Oh well, just draw it in freehand afterwards. It's about the easiest way, and it's good to start off with a little silhouette like this, especially if you've never done it before, because it gets you used to using the machines and just a feel for it, because it's not that hard. Anybody can do it, of all ages. Just have fun. Right, come round to the end now. This is what they call a double exposure picture. And you see you've got the tree, got the gorilla, and the tiger. Very effective when they're birds. So there you go. Keep going around all the little shapes. It doesn't really matter about these little shapes. You could always improvise and put them in yourself a little bit later if you needed to. Okay, you've got the birds at the top. I'm a little bit high on the one bird there, so I'm sure I just leave that one for now, and I'm sure I put that one in by hand a little bit later. Okay, so you lift it up, and there's your basic design. So always leave the tape on until you're 100% sure that you're okay. Yeah, that looks great. The carbon cotton go away now, and take that off. Left there with the image, so we're ready to start burning. Today I'm using the Antex Craft Fire Writer, which is this one. A bit grubby. I normally put these on because it's a bit of tape on it. I've been using it all quite a few hours. It normally gets a bit hard on the hands, so I just put it on just a little bit extra comfort. Tip is just a handmade one. I made myself, not actually bought one. So normally when you buy the kit you get some wire with it. I normally stick with this one. I have got other machines, but I'll leave that for another video. But these kind of things, doesn't matter what kind of wood burner you buy, whether it's one of the very basic ones which you can pick up for about 12 or 13 pound, right up to something like this, which most probably cost you about £100 in the UK. I'll put a couple of links anyway to this on the bottom of this video, just so you can have a little look around if you want to. But right, let's get on with burning this picture anyway. A minute. Let's get a bit of glare there. Okay, so I normally keep the picture as a reference picture somewhere around you, just so you can see what you're actually doing as well. I think what I'm actually going to do here, because you've got the tree back, actually like the branches of the tree and some of the foliage of the tree. So I think what I'll do do more of a stipple at the top and just lines at the bottom. So just there, like use this as a bit like an aeroplane. You come in as you're in the move and you lift off, or you just keep it on and just literally follow the lines around. You find as well, as I said before I started, I should have done it with this one, is cleaning the tips, because they do get a bit clogged up with the graphite from the paper. You can use some sandpaper. I use an old tea strainer. I want an old, but a new one for it like that. And you just literally just give it a rub on the sides, and that'll just clear off, but it won't wear your actual tip away. And from there, then just keep going around. If you find your iron's a little bit too hot, you can lower it down if you've got the adjustable kind. Just go around this. Just follow the lines. That's all it is. Keep following them. It's a very relaxing hobby. It doesn't have to be complicated. Instead of there's people I've been helping with which has never really done any kind of artwork in the past, or even had a go at wood burning, and they've carried on and they keep doing more and more burning, and they're doing some really fine stuff now. Just getting used to using the pen. I'm actually using 6mm birch ply, and I've just cut it up into 100mm squares, and just sanded them up to about a 240 grit with some sandpaper. Then just soaked them, just give it a slight soak with water excuse me, with a little spray bottle. That'll just lift the grain up again. Then sand it again, just very quickly, then just going over it. That means then when it comes to varnishing or whatever finish if you wanted to put on it, it will stay smooth. Okay, now we can start filling this area in. Now it's no right way or wrong way. What we'll do, we'll just go with some, just do little circles, and all is just literally just colouring it, basically just colouring it in, as you see in the original picture. I'm going to put my heat up a little bit to about, I'm on about 3.5 on you. It goes up to about 10. So this is nothing better after a long hard day, if you're in work, that is. So where we are at the moment, we're not in work, to relax. and unwind with a bit of wood burning. It said all these images you can pick up from Google, so it doesn't really have to have much of a drawing background to be able to do this. It will help with the shading when you want to go to that kind of a step where you want to start doing figures and maybe some portraits or some cartoon pictures. But by doing it this way, you're doing a couple of these first, you get you used to the control of the heat, used to the nibs, and the burning. It doesn't give off a lot of smoke, as you can most probably see. It's not much actually coming off the wood. It's you see some people and they're literally, their tips are absolutely glowing red. As you can see, there's no real need. You don't have to have it that deep. Sorry, that hot where it burns that deep. Maybe some cases sometimes you wanted that, but then you always got that thing that different woods give off different toxins, I suppose. You can, as they always try and do in a well ventilated area, or have a fan blowing it away from you, so you're not actually breathing it in. But it's very minute smoke coming off this at the moment. As I say, it's a 6mm ply. Now we can catch the camera and actually pick that up. A bit too much glare at the moment. But it's unless you're really burning very deep and hot, you're not actually going to get to any area where the laminate of the glue to actually worry too much. And a project like this, I said, it's not a big project, so it's not something that can be done very quickly. As I'm going to try to see if I can go through as much as I can without having to speed up the video, so you can actually see it in real time, how these things that actually can come together quite quick and what you can actually get done. So if there's anything you'd like to see me burn, if it's a certain project you'd like to see how would it look, any techniques you'd want to see me do, so teach you how to do it, just put in the comments below. It'd be great, and so we can work along together then, and I can do another video with those techniques. So all I'm doing with this one is just little round circles. This is not pressing that hard, not much more than what you would with a normal pen or pencil if you were writing or drawing. So the same kind of pressure, and just can't just follow the lines what you've done. So it's starting to come along now. So every now and again then just give the tip a little wipe just to get any bits off it. You normally notice it anyway, because won't burn as well as it has, or you'll feel it a bit, it drags a bit on the wood. The better you sand it and the smoother finish you get, you normally find you get a better finish to it. If you're using something like just the standard pine with a big grain, you'll find that so when it comes to the grain area, it's a bit lumpy. You'll find like the one part of it in between the grain will overburn, and where the grain is it'll be very hard, and you find it won't burn as easy, and you've got to like go over it a few times. But then you'll find you'll have to go over that area a few times more than what you would, and you will see the line on your finish. But it can be done. Oh, see a little blob there, but that's okay. It's okay. Right, I'm going to start doing now. I'm going to start bringing this up now, but instead of doing circles, I'm just going to push the nib into the wood. So just that, give it a little bit, but it's so more of a stippling now. So instead you can bring it down a bit now. You can start using, you could even use that as a bit of a highlight, to start it. So you don't have to do this, but by doing this, it's just giving you that extra little way of doing it. Because I said, I've done projects before where everything I've done is being done with a dot, with dot work. The stippling, another one is called pointillism, which is basically the same. They normally say black and white is stippling, and if you're using colour, it's pointillism. But hey, it's all the same, and that's it. And this is all I'll do now. All it is just literally up and down, and you find some areas you will be darker than others. But then all that is going to be doing is giving that a little bit more depth to it, a bit more contrasts and tones. And shadowing. So just going around where the gaps would be, around here. So as I said, these are kept white. You can go around all of it if you wanted to. Just mark out all your lines first. What I only find is it's just as easy sometimes, just as long as you know where you are. You've got your reference picture, just keep constantly looking at and see where you are. Okay, so is it? You can actually see that now. I may have to. The difference of the shadowing. Then you just keep it going, keep building it up. You could even turn your heat up a little bit here to build this up. There's no real, people suppose there's a right way and a wrong way, but when you do things like this, it's very hard to do anything the wrong way, because it's just the way you see it. If it overburns a little bit, it don't matter. But it's the main thing is just having fun. It doesn't have to be technical, it doesn't have to be perfect, just the way you want it to look. great way to start. It's something like this because it just gets you straight away, straight out of the box. If you've never done it before, it gets you burning quickly, which really that's what you want. You don't want to be sitting there. It's okay watching the YouTube videos like you are now, thinking I'd like to do that, because you can. Because these ones are very good. And then it's the same process with any silhouette. If you just go on Google and just Google silhouettes, and there is all types: animals, people, faces, scenery, anything you want, anything you fancy doing. It's even better if it's something you like. So just keep building it up. Keep it going. What I must probably do now is I'll speed this video up a little bit so to get towards the end, and I'll come back just before the end and see what the finished result is. Okay, we're back. Got this last little bit to do. As you can see, I haven't done anything else, just literally just carried on. A couple little dots. No in any, just all random places, no lines. Just keep filling up the gaps in random places, random lines. And just see what you think then. Looking pretty fab. If you want to, then you can just go over a few little other areas. Give it a little bit of shadowing. It's not necessary, you don't have to. Just build it up. And we just got these little birds. Let's drop it back down to where it was. Just literally just like, remember, like airplanes. You don't put in, you just bring your line in and lift. Line in and lift. So you don't get the little dots when you start and when you finish. That will just bring that wing a little bit smaller. They've got a lot of room on the top there. And back to little circles to fill it in a bit. And I think we're not far off. Not half done. In some areas you may still see cut little lines with the old pencil. Now you can either go back round and just try and go over it, or just grab yourself a little rubber, just rub over your lines, and there you are. Your finished product. And then what you'll do now is put some varnish on it. And then put your favourite beverage on there, whether it's a tea or a coffee, anything. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and put any comments down when you want. If it's anything you want to see, anything you want me to do, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi all, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, there'll be plenty more coming soon. Subscribe, like, see you in the next one. Ta-da.